Hi everyone and welcome back to The Sims 4. I have been having a lot of issues today. I've been having a lot of brain fog and stuff. I've been so stressed out lately, tired. It is just because a lot of stuff has been really going on in my life. I was having a lot of issues with some stuff that's been going on, and I know that yesterday was my off day. And I really enjoyed it with family. And then around, it was basically laying in bed around midnight, and I was basically thinking, like, what should I do? Should I go play on The Sims 4 for 4 hours, get that thing started and get it done, or should I just head to bed? And I've already taken my melatonin to go back to sleep, because usually if I don't sleep now, I sleep later, and I'm getting kind of tired already. And I've been up for 4 hours with taking the melatonin, because it usually takes me about 5 hours for it to kick in. And I actually slept for a good 6 hours today, right when I had company here for the cat's birthday party. But I was just too tired to really care, and I just wanted to sleep, and that's what I did. So I had to move the bowling alley farther into a bigger lot, into an emptier world. So I'm trying to figure out a theme for that world, and if I want to make it more into like a industrial theme, if I want to do an older style theme. And I'm thinking about doing an older style theme, and maybe moving the Goff's family into this emptier world, and making it into a story that they were having issues with their old house or something. Their old house burned down or something funny like that, and they needed to move. So I'm probably going to be working on a Goff's building probably in a couple of weeks. I got to sit down and look for some different CC. I have lots more room to add more CC, that's for sure though. And so I ended up making a very classic style older build from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. This is our most famous bowling alley in Saskatoon, in Fairhaven, and it's called the Hunter's Fairhaven Bowl. I didn't really want to make it, but I knew that the only place that was really happy when I was younger was the bowling alley, because I was married previously before I got remarried, and his name is Emmanuel, and he used to be in a bowling basically in a bowling team, and he used to always go every Thursday, so we would always go every Thursdays, and sometimes Saturdays or Sundays, depends on his moods, depends on if it was actually wintertime or not. We would drive in the city, and he would be doing some training and stuff, and we would be always at the bowling alley usually, and he'd just be training. And in his younger years, he was pretty good at it. In his older years, not so much. I had a hard time figuring out how I wanted to make this, so I was getting some ideas, and I figured out eventually how I wanted to do it, and the way it turned out was exactly the way it is in real life, and I'm really proud of myself. I know there was a second story above this, but you really don't really need it. It's usually meant for like parties and stuff, but they always close it in the summertime, and they really never open it. It's usually like a banquet hall kind of thing. So I didn't really want to add that, so I just left it alone. And the way it turned out, I really like it. It's so pretty. And tomorrow I'm going to be doing a test run off camera though. I'm probably going to be bringing this to a sim into here, making it into like a residential lot first. And then I'm going to be having her test everything, have her set up all the lights, and then what I'm going to do is have her move into a different style home that I'm going to build for her as well. And she's going to buy the restaurant that's attached to the bowling alley, and she's going to be in charge of the bowling alley. So that will be pretty fun when we actually get that started. So then The Sims 4 has a bowling alley, and they can actually go and have fun and enjoy themselves. I still have so much to do. I still have to get the restaurants put into here. I got to get this world finished, and I'm trying to do it one day at a time, because if I keep rushing, I'm not ever going to finish. But this build was so hard. I was going back and forth looking at mods and stuff, trying to figure out if there's any mods, and there was no mods. So I had to redo everything, refigure out how I wanted it. And eventually it turned out so good that I was so proud of myself when it was done. But here's me trying to figure out how I wanted to do the scoring tables, and that's basically it. It's a scoring table. You don't eat on the table. You could if you really want a snack. But yeah, you just do scoring tables. We actually made those really cool bowling lamps, much smaller. They got their little bowling pin, and I'm actually going to bring that in and I'm making it into like a neon kind of lamp. It'll look really neat when it's done. And so here's me just trying to finish up a few things, trying to make it look a little bit more even, a little bit more nicer. And I really like the way this is turning out. Like, I was already like really excited the way it was turning out. I was having issues figuring out why everything wasn't measuring up to like 1, because you don't need a lot of room for Sims to go down. And that's another reason why I would like to see and test this build a little bit more, to see if I need to bring it up 1 or if I need to leave it down. So I've just fixed that up, and I was trying to figure out how I wanted to do this. I wanted to like split up the area. We usually don't have that in real life, but I wanted to make it look a little bit more bowling-esque and make it a little more pretty and look a little bit more better. So when it was all finished, I stood back, I looked at it, and I loved it. And after it was done, I'm happy it was finished. And that is something that I can't wait to test this tomorrow. I actually had to, I think this build was about 10 different parts, because I had to stop, pause, go grab a couple more extra mods, because I had to go get a few extra mods for the entire build. Like, I had to go get a parking lot mod because I didn't have anything for the parking lots. I did eventually get everything though, and it makes it look really nice when it was done. And so I was trying to figure out how I was going to do this, and my mom was standing right behind me thinking like, you really remember everything about this place? And I'm like, yeah, I kind of do. So here's me just trying to figure out that I had to put a bathroom, I had to put a teeny tiny staff room in, because yeah, I just needed to figure out how I wanted to do this. And the way I eventually did figure out how to do this, it was perfect. So yeah, and I really don't have too much to say about this. Just that my day was pretty fun. It was pretty enjoyable. I really enjoyed having a great day with my cats. It was a really good day. I'm just really excited to just crawl into bed and probably go to sleep in a little bit. But yeah, here's me trying to figure out how I really wanted to finish the front area. I had to use a different teeny tinier thing, so I had to make everything bigger, and I was having issues figuring out why it was looking more brighter or whatever. So I'm just trying to make it look more even, and that's something that I had huge problem with, is I couldn't figure out how I wanted to even this all out. So I'm using a lot of roofing techniques now, and it looks and feels perfect, and I'm just excited for tomorrow. Like, I don't know if I could sleep tonight. Is how excited I can't wait to test this out. But no, here's me trying to figure out how to get the TV screens in, because I know you need the scoring boards. Even if you have your little scoring stuff, you still need to have the screens. I don't know why I'm still coughing even after my pneumonia was done. Tim thinks I might have had COVID, but nothing was showing up with the PCR test. So go figure on that one. But anyways, I'm just figuring out how I really wanted to get these scoring TVs. And eventually I did get them finished, and it looks a lot nicer now. I was also having a lot of issues how I wanted to do the wallpaper and stuff, because I didn't want it too dark, but I didn't want it too bright, and I didn't want it look too stupid either. So after I did it, it screamed just right. So that's perfect. Now, the way they've actually revamped Fairhaven Bowl, it doesn't look like that much anymore. So that was pretty cool. I did see some updated photos of it now, and they did pretty well, actually. Pretty proud of them. So I'm just adding, see, I don't really have too much to say about this. I was just happy that I was able to add a lot of different items, and I was trying to figure out how I wanted to do this, because I needed to add mainly everything into here, and I didn't have very much time because I was looking at the clock thinking, like, am I ever going to get this done? Like, I was just about to just say, nope, I'm just going to put it on right now as is and say final part is tomorrow. But this the thing is, I hate doing 2 parts in a build. I know you guys don't like it. I don't like having part 1, part 2, part 3. I don't like doing that to you guys. So I try to not do parts, and I try to squish it into a bigger build and then just get it done, right? Just get it finished. And so I'm actually pretty excited the way I was placing everything, because I had the bowling pack, but I was also trying to figure out how I wanted to do this. Now, I couldn't just put like a hanger system. I wanted to put like some kind of lockers in to keep things more secure, because where Fairhaven Bowl is, it is attached, not really by where the, not really by the hood, but it's kind of like the hood. So I kind of wanted an area that it can look nice, it could function, and it could actually scream real life. So I had to go out of the game. I had to install another mod. After I installed another mod, I came back in. I was placing more items though, however, and after I finished it all up, I loved it. And I was trying to figure out how I wanted to do this entire build. If I wanted to do like an old 70s kind of style diner, and I actually did do a style 70s diner, and I loved it. I did not keep the pink though. I went blue. I was having an issue trying to figure out how I wanted to do it. And here's me pausing. I don't know why I'm pausing so long, but I'm trying to figure out, like, okay. But probably I was dealing with Queen Bee as well, because Queen Bee was rubbing against me. She wanted attention. And lately my stomach has been really acting out lately. So I literally had to just stop the video, restart the video. And I don't know what's been wrong with my stomach lately. Like, lately, it's just, my nerves are so badly shot. It's like, you just want to get up, get started, finish the build. You don't really have to do that very long of a voiceover, and then you can just get back to doing what you usually do. And I think this is when I was starting to feel like I'm never going to get this done, because I still had, like, the kitchen to still do. And I had to figure out how I wanted to make the entire bar area. And I don't think I put any bar stools on the bar area. I have to go back and do that before I can put this on the gallery. So I'm sorry about that, guys. I did forget to do the bar stools, and I will get the bar stools put on in about, when I get up in the morning, I'll do that. Oh, and I also think I might have forgot to put in a couple extra things in the bathroom as well. I'll have to go back and look as well. But that's basically all I need to really do. So here's me just trying to figure out how I wanted to get everything done. How I want to put everything in. Because I didn't want to add too much, but I didn't want to add too little. And I didn't want to overkill it. Because if I overkilled it, it would be way too overpowering. And I wouldn't want something like that for my build. I also was trying to figure out how I was going to put the kitchen in. And I was going to do counters all the way around, like some diners have. But I didn't this time. And I'm really happy I didn't. I was having a huge issue though, however, with trying to add a little bit extra stuff to the diner to make the diner a little bit more bigger, because it just wasn't big enough, and I wanted to add some extra little Like I want to add extra little tidbits here or there, and I wanted to make the bar area a little bit bigger. And when it was finally finished, I was really proud of myself. I can't wait for you guys to see how it turned out, because I was having so many issues figuring out what counters to use. And this is the thing, I actually just about had it too. And I guess I was trying to pause, trying to figure out, because when it's like middle of like 1 or 2 or 3 in the morning in my house when I'm doing these videos, it's because people are usually like still up, or my mom's coming in to check in to ask me if I need my medication or something like that. And I'm ready for bed, to be honest with you. I'm ready to crawl in, put some YouTube on, put my CPAP mask on, and just go to sleep. And I wish I could do that right now. I really do. But I had to finish this build, because if I didn't, I'd be laying in bed looking up at the ceiling thinking like, today was good, but I really wish I finished it. And when I did get it finished, however, I loved the way it looked and it felt, and it just screams an old style 70s diner, and I just loved it. And after I saw it finished, I was thinking like, Mom, you should see this. You should see what I've done. And she's looking at me like, oh my God, you're amazing. And I says, I know, because I get that from you. And then she's like literally all happy and stuff. But here's me trying to figure out how I wanted to build some of this, make it into like still a bar, but it still looked like it's supposed to be there. So I had to move a little bit more over, and I had to expand the back. After I expanded the back, I was trying to figure out in my head how I really wanted to do the rest of the diner. So I left that little strip there. I don't know if they can now still use it. I'm gonna test it tomorrow. Hopefully they can. If they not, then I messed up a little bit, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Whatever. I think we're going into the kitchen right now. I'm trying to figure out a mod. So I'm trying to figure out, because there's a mod that I like to use, and I was so proud that I did enough measurements in my brain that I was able to figure out the kitchen a little bit better. So here's me just adding a few extra things to everything, and I'm trying to make it look a little bit more even. And I had to literally bring those up for I think it was like 5 or 6 ups or whatever. I was just trying to figure out how I wanted to do. Then here's me literally having to expand again to make the kitchen look a little bit more usable. And after I made it look more reusable, it actually was able to be hopefully we can use it. I don't know yet, so we'll have to look into it tomorrow. Hopefully. So here's me just adding a couple more stoves, and here's where I put all the fridges. So I wanted to have a little area off from the kitchen, so we did that, and then I just added that. And I still need to add the waitress bar thing, and I added the sink, and I added some stuff inside the sink to make it look realistic. And then I added a little table in the middle so you have a place to prepare your food or whatever. And I just love this. So I just had to add a few extra things, make it look a little neater, look a little bit more lived in, adding some more texturings to the walls, trying to figure out how I wanted to do this. I brought more of the bowling packs, and here's me adding the ATMs. And I'm thinking to my noggin in real life that you wouldn't want the ATM so close to the kitchen, because you don't want to have employees getting in your way or whatever. You going to the ATM and then you have employees stepping all over you. You don't want that. No, you do not want that, guys. Do not want that at all. So here's me having a problem. I'm literally looking in my catalog, trying to figure out where the VLTs are, and I finally found them. And I don't like the way they look, but they'll work for now until I can actually properly make my own. Because I remembered that Tim has a gambling problem, and I remember he used to always like to do the VLTs and stuff. And I remembered before they actually did take them out of the bars, they did have them in there. So here's me grabbing everything out, reusing everything. I was really happy I found those, and of course, I'm a Pepsi drinker, guys. Had to use the Pepsi one. They did have a Coca-Cola one, however, and I was going to use the Coca-Cola one, but I'm like, I decided not to. And here's me adding some more cars out, and here's there's the VLTs. And then I don't think they can be used either. I don't think they can be. But it doesn't matter really, to be honest with you. I was happy the way it turned out, so whatever. But anyways, we are just adding a few extra tidbits, and I was actually really excited for everything to be done. It was getting really close, and here's me adding Fairhaven Bowl on the side, and I was actually trying to think it how to spell it. So I'm looking at my phone because I have a hard time spelling. I was looking at my phone, seeing how I want. I was gonna actually put the other word on there, Hunter Fairhaven Bowl, but I decided not to at all because I didn't want to have any issues or anything in real life. So I just left it as Fairhaven Bowl, and it liked it. And here's me trying to figure out that lasted. I don't know if it works either. I'll have to look. Hopefully it does. Oh boy. And then here's me adding some more lighting, and I just add another ATM. It's good to have a couple of those, and I think I also did the bathrooms as well. And I was kind of literally like, for the boys' bathroom, I was kind of a little bit embarrassed to do it, but I had to place everything, and I did, and I love it. And I don't really have too much to say about these videos today, because it's just memories when I was a kid. So it's like you're literally sitting in front of your computer, having fun, trying to build, trying to put everything realistic in a build to make it work and function correctly. So then you don't have to really worry too much if it doesn't work or not work. So then after you finally do get it set up, you're getting embarrassed because you don't know if you want to place everything or not. And so I really like how I placed everything correctly. Like, I put the condom machine in the girls' bathroom and then the men's bathroom, but I put the tampon machine in the girls' bathroom and not the men's bathroom. It's kind of cool. And here's me trying to figure out how I wanted to do this teeny tiny area for the workers. Can only about 2 workers go in there, and it's blocking like a very important area of a, but whatever, it works. So here's me having an issue trying to figure out what kind of front doors I wanted, and I finally figured out that I had to go for 2. I had to raise up the wall, and I really like where I put the open sign. That was pretty cute. And here's me just adding some more windows. I had to increase that, and actually made it look a little nicer, and I like it, and it's pretty. And I'm still kind of a little torn how it turned out. At the front, I don't know if it's like that but yeah, I just left it. But here's me adding some more neon signs. I don't really have that many neon signs. And here's me adding the no smoking, because back, I think it was the 2009, I think, or it was maybe even way sooner than that they stopped doing the smoking in bowling alleys and stuff. So I don't really remember too much of that. So here's me trying to look around to see if I had a little bit more texturings or whatever, but I guess not, and I had to basically figure out the way I wanted to do this. So here's me, and I love my mods. I like doing this, and I was just trying to figure out how I wanted to do the thing, and I had to size it up, I think 4 or 3 times, and after I made it, I put it all together, it looks so freaking cool. I used the old style buggy because I think I just thinking to myself that, hey, maybe it's Bella Goff or Mortimer Goff coming to the bar or coming to do bowling with their family, and that's their little car and stuff. So it's kind of a cool little tidbit. So I just add 2 more wheelchair parkings because with me being in a chair myself now, I just had issues. But anyways, I gotta go. Hit the like, subscribe button down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I sure did. Bye everyone. Stay safe.